power, complaining about water, and so these are the problems. Now, what can be done to fix it apart from relying on the service providers? What can we as entrepreneurs do to bridge that gap? And by bridging the gap, we're creating jobs and opportunities. So at the micro level, what can be done? Yeah, those are the kind of thinking that we should be thinking around. Like when there are issues, then we should be thinking about solutions to that, possible solutions to that, and then start working around how to fix them. So in terms of power, maybe buy a generator, and instead of you just consuming like the the uh, the power, you alone consume it, maybe you can get other houses to connect and they pay you, so you make money from that. In terms of water, if you're able to, then probably buy a bigger tougher tank and fill it up with water, and then supply your neighbors with houses. Tell them you can connect your houses and get water for whatever you need. So those are little opportunities where you can still be able to make money. The one thing that I've realized is by now we should see some changes and some improvements in the services that we need, like electricity and power, but it's just going from it's going worse. And so one of the things that I've been observing is that yes, work is focused on, like, I've seen a lot of good work being done, but it's very slow. A lot of focus is on PR, like public relations, and especially when we're getting people who are not familiar with the community that you're in, the biggest part of chunk of the time will be spent in trying to create a public relation, like relations with all stakeholders and your employees and every other people that you need to create a PR with, so that when you start working it's easier. But the catch here is that the longer you take to create the PR, the problem keeps growing, and by the time you try to fix that problem, you've probably gone past, it's doubled or tripled. So it will take a lot more effort to try and fix those problems. And one other thing that I've realized is entertainment. Yes, we do have a social obligation to our employees. However, our core function should be focused on service delivery, and it should be effective and efficient service delivery. When we focus more effort is put into entertainment, then we lose track of what we're supposed to be doing. So that is, like, again, the time to take time to fix certain things will be longer, because time and effort is been split into PR and social. So the actual work that needs to be done will take a little bit more time. So, like, that's just me and how I run my own business. So yes, if it was because it is a startup business, I'm spending more time and effort to getting things done. And by the time it reaches a stage where it is able to function without much input from everyone else, then social comes in. But from time to time we have social, but more focus is put into building that business so that it can run by itself, and then we can have the social and every other thing that we want to have. While saying that, yeah, I think that's what I wanted to say. So maybe it may not sit well with some people, but No, if a business is or an organization is supposed to be providing the service to the population is not doing that, then more time should be spent on very critical key tasks that needs to be done and right away, and effort should be put in there. And once we get out of the dip that we are in, then we'll be able to have the socials and more frequent socials and flying people here and there to take part in competitions or and sponsoring programs or like that. We can only do that if our balance sheet is clean and it's healthy. But if it's not clean and healthy, then we should not be focusing a lot on stuff that will continue to milk funds, where it should be put into good use, so that every other people benefit from the services that we're supposed to be providing. Those are just my thoughts while I was working. Those came to mind, so I thought, let me share this one. Yeah, thank you.